Assalamu alaikum, sisters and brothers. I'm Nicolette Hodge. Today's topic is demons, the cancer to our body. Our nation is one body, sisters and brothers. Now, this vision teaches that demons are a spooky, supernatural thing, a ghost, or a behavior. However, in reality, just like devils are real people, demons are also real people. And there are demons all over the world. They are the product of the devils raping non-Caucasian women. The original black man and woman right here in North America got it the absolute worst. These devils raped our black woman around the clock, relentlessly. And the rape was so consistent, sisters and brothers, that out of 34 million blacks in America, 17 million are original and 17 million are demons. So there are 17 million Caucasians and black skin that are plaguing our nation. The demons are house Negroes. They are master's children. It's not about skin color, sisters and brothers. It's about the nature, which is determined by the father. Because the father carries the seed. The father carries the bloodline. And so the demons are in positions of power over us. They love the American dream. They are successful in this reality. They love their double fathers. So they marry interracial because they are longing for the love and acceptance of their double fathers. And they will go toe to toe with you for speaking against the devils. They are influencers, actors, politicians, entertainers. They are over the churches. And the chief demon, Louis Farrakhan, is over the Nation of Islam, sitting in Elijah's seat, misleading and deceiving our people. Farrakhan's father is a devil named Percival Clark, who raped Farrakhan's mother. And she gave birth to the chief demon, Louis Farrakhan. He is the son of a devil, and he admits that his father is a devil. So, because of the demon's black skin, they are in camouflage amongst our nation. And they are out to destroy our nation because they have the same vision as their devil fathers. And the devil's vision is to totally wipe our nation out of existence. The demons are wolves in sheep clothing. They are our hidden enemy. They have the same nature of the devils. However, they have a black appearance because they're in black skin, which is their disguise. And so, our nation is one body. And the demons are cancer cells within our body. Cancer cells are foreign cells that disguise themselves as original DNA cells. They hide amongst the original DNA cells and trick the immune system so that they are not detected by the immune system. And they evade the immune system, therefore, the body doesn't get rid of them. And the cancer cells go around converting healthy cells into cancer cells. And once those healthy cells are converted, they cannot be restored. And they have to be destroyed right along with the rest of the cancer cells. And that is exactly what the demons are doing because they are trying to totally destroy our nation. Now, the chief demon, Louis Farrakhan, is the chief cancer cell. And he is converting healthy cells into cancer cells. He's doing this by disguising himself as a healthy cell, using Elijah Muhammad and Master Farad Muhammad's name. However, he is teaching the devil's teachings. He is totally against Elijah Muhammad and Master Farad Muhammad's teachings. And there are good cells, there are healthy cells who have allowed themselves to be converted into cancer cells by the chief demon, Louis Farrakhan. They have compromised the truth and are now pushing Farrakhan's devil message. And so they are also a cancer to our nation. Wesley, Daniel, and many more of Farrakhan's student ministers. They are preaching Farrakhan's message to stay here in America. They want reparations. Like Farrakhan, they are trying to prevent you from seeking the messenger of the covenant by saying that Elijah was the last messenger and the eternal leader of the Nation of Islam, which is a lie. Farrakhan is calling himself Jesus, and his student ministers are doing it too, when in reality, Farrakhan is a liar, a thief, and a demon. So the chief cancer cell, Farrakhan, has and is converting good cells into cancer cells. And his goal is to convert all the good cells in our body so that the cancer totally takes over our body and our entire body ends up being destroyed. He's trying to take our nation out of existence. He's trying to get us killed, sisters and brothers. Now, I'm going to show a graphic to explain this point. This graphic shows blue, healthy, original DNA cells, which represents our nation, versus the red cancer cells that are infiltrating our nation, that's infiltrating our body. Okay? And without getting lost in the details, sisters and brothers, the bottom line is that the cancer cells, which are the demons, do not have the same structure as the original DNA. They do not have the same nature. They naturally lack unity. They naturally lack self-control because their nature is not of discipline. Whereas the original cells are uniformed and they multiply at a controlled rate. The original DNA cells are naturally disciplined, and their discipline helps the greater good of the body when they are being themselves. So, Farrakhan has been put in place by his devil fathers to convert the original DNA cells into cancer cells. It's clear that Farrakhan's teachings is not in unison, not in harmony with Elijah Muhammad's teachings. He is in defiance of Elijah Muhammad's message. Farrakhan's teachings is in direct conflict with the supreme wisdom lessons by Master Fard Muhammad. Farrakhan despises the Abrahamic covenant, which clearly states we are returning back to our land. And the Abrahamic covenant tells us exactly where our land is. Farrakhan is 100% against the messenger of the covenant, who is teaching us the message of the Abrahamic covenant. Farrakhan says we ain't going nowhere. He's calling God a liar. He's saying that we don't deserve a reward for enduring 400 years of enslavement and affliction because we are sinful. The supreme wisdom identifies the Caucasian grafted devil and makes it clear that they cannot be reformed and must be destroyed. Yet Farrakhan says not to call devils devils anymore, and that some devils are good, when the supreme lessons clearly says that they are weak and wicked. Understand that none of them are good, not one of them. Farrakhan says that we should love devils, that we should forgive them, that we should marry them. He has devils in the FOI uniform, which is an abomination. And he's doing this because he himself is a devil in disguise. The supreme wisdom teaches that God is a man. There is no mystery God. Yet Farrakhan says that God is a spook. He's in everyone's wombs making babies, and has taken your mind away from mathematics and logic to hide the fact that he is a devil. He has the Nation of Islam worshiping Sunniism, which is the golden calf, praying 5 times a day to a mystery God, instead of realizing that you are the gods and goddesses. The list goes on, sisters and brothers. He has the Nation of Islam worshiping devil L. Ron Hubbard through Scientology. has them giving confessionals as a New Age Catholic with the Dianetics BS. He doesn't protect our sisters. He condemns our sisters. He calls us whores and female dogs. He is accusing us day and night. And he wishes death on us, saying that he prays to Allah that the worms eat our behinds. He destroyed all of the nation's assets, turned the Nation of Islam backwards, and is living off of the saints, stealing the Nation of Islam's money. He hasn't produced any economic development fruit whatsoever. He has met every single objective of the FBI counterintelligence program. And he is cursed with a curse for robbing God. The chief demon, Louis Farrakhan, has cancer. He is disemboweled, castrated, in a wheelchair. No prophet or messenger was ever disemboweled. So it is extremely clear that Farrakhan is a cancer to our nation. And so, sisters and brothers, this next phase of the war in the Middle East, which is phase 2, during this phase, the messenger of the covenant will suddenly come to Elijah's temple. He will take control of the Nation of Islam and expose and depose of Louis Farrakhan and all the rest of the cancer cells. Our body is about to be cleaned up. And our nation, our body's health will be restored, meaning our nation's mind will be restored. Our nation's discipline will be restored. And our body will function properly and be ready to make that transition into our new reality. And so, with that, sisters and brothers, Assalamu alaikum.